Hey, what's up, people? It's your boy Porter Rock 77. First off, I want to say it's a sad day. Google effects, the little sound effects are gone. Not sure for what reason. So my iconic sound that I'm known for can't be used no more. But I'm gonna think of something new. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna evolve. I'm gonna make this channel better.
Iconic sound that I'm known.
I'm gonna do some. Ooh, sorry about that. But I'm gonna do some stuff. I'm gonna figure out, make this entertaining and stuff. But I'll figure out a way. I always found a way because that's what I do. All right. But today I want to talk about, and I'm gonna put this. Let me put this in the comment box right now, so that way you guys can follow on. But Windows Central uh, released like a little footage of comparing. Man, why is this thing working? Comparing Xbox One, Scorpio's 4K image versus an Xbox One image. They took the same image and it shows like it's the whole point is to show the difference and stuff like that. The improvements and all that stuff. All right. And Jess Corden is the author. Real stand up guy. And stuff like that. Not a fanboy, you know what I'm saying? But he works on this website, windowscentral.com. Pretty good website if you're interested in all things window and stuff like that. And that's really the point of it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you still have that. Well, give me a second. Let me share my screen. All right. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. And then let me go to, this ain't helping. All right. Now let me go here. Okay. Let me make sure the screen sharing thing is working. Um, this is all getting wanky. Right. Okay. It's working. All right. So let me go here. I apologize if you're in the comment box. I see who's next and Creepy Bunny. Thanks for stopping by. But I'm gonna click over to this screen so I won't be able to see the comic box. So right here, this is right here. This is the website, Windows Central, and this is what Xbox games look like on Project Scorpio on 4K and 1080p displays. Now I will say I am not on a laptop that's 4K capable, and this is gonna go into the conversation on why I'm concerned. Okay, so yes, for everybody watching, of course it's not going to look 4K because I don't have a screen that's 4K, right? So I think we all know this. Hold on, let me raise the bandwidth because I want to make sure. Um, Damn it, let me turn this off. I want to make sure I raise the bandwidth. Let's see. Okay, all right. So I raised the bandwidth. Hopefully that doesn't mess it up. Now let me go back to screen sharing. Okay, and then share. There we go. Present to everybody. Yeah, it is what it is. Let me go back to the screen. Okay, so anyway. So right here, it's this game. Okay, so we're gonna scroll down. This image is, which one's this image? This is Xbox One, 1080p on the left, Project Scorpio, 4K on the right, and this image is okay. This one right here, Xbox One, 1080p on the left. Well, we'll go with the top one. Let me see which one's the better one. Okay, here we go. Xbox One, 1080p on the left, Project Scorpio at 4K on a 1080p display on the right. Okay, so this one is Project Scorpio on both on a 1080p and Xbox One on a 1080p TV. So they're both on a 1080p TV. So this is how it looks like if you were to play on a 1080p. And this is a fair comparison because I have my in fact monitors at 1440p. So this monitor is more than enough to show. Now if you look at it, you can see the left side right here is the Xbox One. The right side here is the Scorpio. So you can see like from the start. And of course they didn't like perfectly align the. Let me close this out. Man, my mouse is really bugging out and shit. Like, what the hell is going on? Is it, this is weird. My computer's acting weird and shit like that. But anyway, you can see right here is Xbox One. You can see right here is Scorpio, right? You can see the hair. You see the hair like it's a little bit bunched up and stuff like that. But then you see on the Scorpio side, it's a lot finer. It's a lot more detailed, right? And why is this like all janky? Oh my God, what the hell's wrong with this page? Let me refresh it. I apologize. I don't know. Maybe I had the website running on. I don't know why it's acting all weird and stuff. Give me a second. Let me find out now that I'm trying to have this podcast. Windows Central shutting me down. They don't want a pony to talk about this. All right, here we go. What the fuck? What the hell's going on here? Windows Central, what are you doing? Why is this thing right here? Okay, turn that off. There we go. Now, yeah, now we're cooking with chicken fat. Okay, apologize for that. Okay, so now we know. So as you can see, let me show you the entire image of the Xbox One. So this is the entire image of the Xbox One right here for the most part. Okay, and as you can see, you see the hair. I mean, it looks good right here. You see the smoothness. You see a little dark shaded areas and stuff like that. All right. So now when we do on Scorpio, watch how it changes. Look at the hair and stuff like that. You see? See how the hair gets more fine detailed? It doesn't look bunched up. Doesn't look like blobbish. More detailed, more color present. You see? You see how it looks like? So it does. You can see the difference. All right. And of course, the image is a little bit bigger. Now, here's the one thing you notice. You see her skin right here? Well, apparently she's a crater face. She got acne. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Claricel or some shit or Oxy 10. You know what I'm saying? She needs, what's that shit called? Fuck, that shit you see on TV. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. That fucking info shit where it has like the fucking, like a 5-step kit to clear your skin and shit like that. Well, anyway, she has some major acne, but here it just looks like dark shadows. Maybe you could tell a little bit. But on the Scorpio, you can really see, her crater face. So, you know what I'm saying? Why would they make a character a crater face? But you can see the craters in there. You can see it. Excuse me, my screen a little dirty. No, those little dots ain't dirty. My screen's dirty. My bad. You can see that. So you do see details, right? You can see the details in the sleeve. You see right over here. Um, I hope you could tell. But over here, you see her shirt is nice and smooth. But then when you go on the 4K side, you see actual lines. So this is like the garment and the cloth. So you see the actual threads in the thing. So it's very detailed. You know what I'm saying? It's a very detailed picture. You can actually see. So there is some significant, I ain't gonna say significant, you do see a difference. So that's no fanboy about it. You could tell, you can also tell the textures. You can even see the wall. Like, look at the wall. You see a smooth, this in wall. But then when you put it over, you can see more textures and stuff like that. So you do see an improvement. There is an improvement and stuff like that. So for us hardcore gamers, you do see it, all right? Let me scroll back up to, and we'll go to this picture, okay? But let me scroll back up to this one. All right, so this one is Xbox One at 1080p left and Project Scorpio 4K right. And on the right, I think it's on a 4K TV. All right. So again, I'm not on a 4K TV, but you do see some improvements. Like you can see right now. And what I like about this one is they perfectly lined it up and matched it. So not like one's not bigger. So you can see when I go over, in fact, like when I go over and you look at the 4K and then you scroll over to 1080p, you can actually see how it's a little bit blurry. And who would have thought that, 4K, 1080p would look blurry. Understand? Look up here to the right, you see like the rust and the brown, how detailed it is. And when you scroll it, it's like blurry. So 1080p compared to 4K is like blurriness. So it is a difference. You see how blurry it is, it just turned. And then when you go over here, and it's nice and it's nice and clean, it's a cleaner image and stuff like that. See that? It is a nice clean image. It is a nice clean image and stuff like that. And this is pertaining to the game, all right? And then as you scroll down, let me see if I can get scroll down. I don't know what's wrong with this. Man, what the hell is wrong with this Windows website? Damn, what the hell is the servers at? In Abu Dhabi? Okay. And then when you scroll down here, it shows all the images side by side. So this is Xbox One 1080p on the left, Scorpio 4K on an HD display, so 1080p display, and Scorpio 4K native, so at a 4K TV. All right. So they're all side by side. You can see as you go to the right, the hair. The hair is probably what's noticeable in her crater face. You see the crater face improve. Here, her skin tone looks a little bit better. You see the improvement and stuff like that. So you do see some improvement. You see some finer details and stuff like that. All right. So you do see some details. Now, this is my problem with this presentation. All right. The average consumer may not see this as something that you want to invest an extra $200, $250 for. Especially if you're looking into buying a console and you're thinking, all right, well, I'm going to buy an Xbox One for $250, maybe even $200, or pay $500 for a Scorpio. These differences may not be big enough, basically from this presentation anyway, to convince people to pay the extra $250. And that's my issue with this. Because I'm not going to be fanboy about this. I know on a 4K TV, if you look at it live, it's going to look much better than this. You know what I'm saying? This presentation doesn't do Scorpio justice. It's gonna look a lot better than what you see right now. A lot better. But the problem is, I know that. Those of you who listening know that. But most consumers don't know that. They're gonna base their decision off what they see. And if they are only looking at YouTube, you know what I'm saying, IGN, GameSpot, or places like this, Windows Central, they're gonna notice a little bit of difference. Like here, you could see right here, you could clearly see that there's improvements. But is this improvement $250 improvement? You know what I'm saying? And that's where Microsoft is going to get bit in the ass if most people use this as the medium to decide. What I think Microsoft needs to do is they need to, cut a deal with Best Buy, Walmart, Target, all major vendors, and put up kiosks on a 4K player and let people see the kiosk on what Scorpio can do. Because this doesn't cut it. I honestly think this is not doing Scorpio justice, in my opinion. Because a lot, if some people come here to make their decision on whether to get a Scorpio or Xbox One S or PS4 Slim, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck am I paying $250 for?" Granted, they see some improvement. You can see this, but I'm pretty sure for $250, this is good enough right here. You know what I'm saying? To pay $250 for this, that may not be appealing to some people. So they need, I think Scorpio is much better than what we're seeing here, and Microsoft has to find a way to show it. Because if Microsoft's relying on YouTube, IGN, GameSpot, most people don't have 4K displays, So when they look at this, they're going to be like, hey, it looks pretty nice, but I don't see a reason to spend the extra $250 on a Scorpio when I could buy an Xbox One S and just spend the rest of the money on games. You know what I'm saying? So this is my main concern with this stuff. There's no way to truly show it. And one of the mistakes I say Sony did was they didn't have a lot of kiosks, showing the Pro and stuff like that. So Microsoft needs to get on the game. They cannot rely on the internet, you know what I'm saying, for this. Because this right here, you can see the difference. You do see the difference. And I put the link in my description, so click on it. You can check for yourself. You do see a difference. Like right here, you can see it's smooth and whatever. But when you scroll over, it's just the clarity. Like this, you see just the clarity. And I apologize. This website's just not working with me. I don't know. It's like slow and shit. But anyway, this is my concern. My concern is Microsoft needs to find a better way to show the power of Scorpio. Because E3 is not even good enough. Because most people are going to watch E3 on a 1080p screen, which is a laptop, or maybe on their phone or tablet. And these are not the devices that truly show how good Scorpio will look. You know what I'm saying? And that's my concern. Microsoft really has a challenge to truly show how 4K and how Scorpio is going to look good. And to me, right off the top of my head, I think the only way they could do it for the average consumer to see is with kiosk, all right? So anyway, let me turn off screen sharing. Let me stop this, okay? And let me lower the thing because maybe I'm putting too much bandwidth on this. Now I'm going to go back to the comment box so I can see what you guys are saying. So let me know, what do you do? Do you agree with what I'm saying? And for you pro Xbox dudes, are you not concerned in how Scorpio is going to be presented, like on YouTube, on internet, and where most people only have 1080p displays? You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? Give me some opinions. What do you think Microsoft should do to truly show the audience, the consumers, how good the games look? My idea is kiosks. You know what I'm saying? Put the kiosk, Best Buy, Target. And I'm talking everywhere. Don't just pick one vendor like Best Buy. You got to do it to all of them. Target, Walmart, Best Buy, whatever. What other major outlets out there in the United States? And I'm sure major outlets in the UK, in all the other areas. But it has to be everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? It has to be shown. That's the only way to truly show it. Have these outlets like Best Buy, Target, Walmart are the biggest ones. Are really huge. Toys R Us as well. Yes, even Toys R Us. Put it there. Put a kiosk with a 4K TV and show the power of the Scorpio and all that. I don't think it's going to be a good idea to rely on YouTube. And even though they're going to stream YouTube in 4K, but if the person viewing it doesn't have a 4K display, it's not going to look good. You're going to see some difference, But the question is it $250 difference? The only ones that knows that it's a $250 difference is the hardcore and like guys, people like us, people that we know that the Scorpio, you have to imagine that it's going to look better. But most consumers are like that. They want to actually see how it looks better. And if they go on YouTube with their laptop, on their phone, on their, iPad or whatever, the tablet, they're going to see a difference, but they're going to be like, man, but that's not really 250. That's not really, you know what? I'm not going for that. That's just not worth it for me. So Microsoft GameStop. Yeah, that's the other store. Thank you. That to me, they're going to have to figure out something, so that's just my concern. Now for me, it doesn't really matter how great the games look, whether it's PlayStation or Xbox. I'm more concerned about experiences. That's why I didn't buy the Pro, because to me, I'd rather spend the money on games. And then this holiday, I'm getting an Xbox One S, not the Scorpio, because I don't want to spend $500 on a console. I'd rather spend, if I'm lucky, Kmart. Yep, that's another one. Kmart too. All those places. Thank you, EJ, for bringing that up as well. And for GameStop, Stephanie, thank you for bringing up GameStop. I appreciate that. Welcome. I didn't recognize your name. I don't know if you've been here, but hey, welcome aboard. But for me, I'm gonna get an Xbox One S because I just want to try out the games. I want to try out Rise and Quantum Break. Some people say it's good, some people say it's bad, but I want to at least try the games out and experience them, and then make my own opinion, stuff like that. And I don't want to invest $500 on a console. I could just buy a console for $200. And then the remaining $300, I could just buy games, you know what I'm saying, between the PlayStation and the Xbox One. But if they really want to, sell this with power, you have to find the right way to display it. And I don't think YouTube, and the way this going is the right way. Because like you see, like I just showed you, you saw a little bit of difference, but is it $250 difference? You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that image really screams, hey, spend an extra $250 on me. It just doesn't scream that right now, right off the screen. And a lot of consumers are going to be like, they're going to be like, especially for the months of hype people been hearing, then as soon as they see that image, they're going to be like, is this what they're talking about? Like it's not that really big of a deal, because it's not a really a $250 deal. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think Microsoft definitely has a challenge to show 4K in a world where majority of the people don't have 4K displays. A lot of people use their iPads, they use their phones to look at YouTube, their laptops. Not that many watch YouTube. Even if they did buy a 4K TV, you have to be really in the know to watch YouTube on your 4K TV. You know what I'm saying? The average consumer is going to look at their phone and their iPad or their tablet, the Galaxy and iPhone and shit like that. And then they're going to look at it and they're going to be like, man, I mean, it looks better, but damn, I don't really want to spend $500 because this is not that much better, And it's a false perception, you know what I'm saying? In reality, they have to see it live in front of an actual 4K TV, And then this brings another question. If 1080p TVs only bring minimal upgrade graphics, it's not like wowza. What about the gamers that don't have 4K TVs? Are they going to pay $500 and jump on? You know what I'm saying? So I would just say Microsoft really needs to really come out with something. Like people mentioned, GameStop, Kmart, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, all those places, Toys R Us, and just have kiosks everywhere, so that way people can actually see the full potential that Scorpio's about to bring this year. And that's for the people who's interested in power. If that's what you're interested for, then you know what I'm saying? Microsoft needs to do it the right way. If people aren't really interested in power, then obviously Microsoft, hopefully they'll have a great E3 with games. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Anyway, thanks for rocking out with me. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comment sections. Hit me up on Twitter, porterrock.aage. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. And we'll chat. If anybody new members here, welcome aboard. If you're listening to this as a recorded podcast, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. At the end of the video, I'll have these little end cards and shit like that, so make it easier for you to subscribe and shit. But anyway, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. All right, thank you so much. This is your boy Porter Rock 77, and tune in tomorrow. I'll be on Titanfall's Princess podcast, 7 p.m. Eastern. So check me out there. It's a great podcast. And today at 8, I think, is Zaire's multiplayer podcast where I'll be crushing. If you want to see me slap up some Xbox fanboys, then just check that out. But anyway, appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by and supporting my channel. I reached over 880 subscribers. It's been exciting. And I can't wait to reach 1,000. All right. But anyway, you guys take care. And have fun and enjoy gaming, man. Because at the end of the day, man, it's all about the games. It doesn't matter what platform. Even if you play on a phone and you enjoy gaming, then you're a gamer in my eyes. And enjoy that shit. Anyway, you guys take care. It's your boy, Porter Rock 77. And let me plug my own podcast every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. You know what I'm saying? 60 frames, no lag podcast with your host, Porter Rock 77. Anyway, people, you take care. I'm out.